Oh, you hear that, haters? Cashier's calculator sound. Tup, 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 ding, ding, ding. Equals lots of money I just spent because I'm rich. Cashier's calculator sound. What's up, army? Bang. My name is Comedian. Welcome to my channel. If you're brand new, as in brand new to my channel, not a brand new human, because brand new humans are called babies and they usually can't browse YouTube. But if you're brand new to my channel, then hi. And if you're old to my channel, or old as in, yeah, you know what I mean, then also hi, because I appreciate all of you equally. And you can't prove otherwise. Now, today's reaction is one I have been looking forward to because my last BTS reaction was reacting to the my memory doesn't work, so I've forgotten what it was called. Let me just look that up. Oh no, I remembered. It's something like, this is BTS, Crash Course to a Worldwide Sensation, brackets 2020, close brackets, something like that. And in that video, in the course of that crazy video, which really opened my eyes and ears and just those ones actually, in the course of that reaction, I heard a snippet of a song, a BTS song, which I was like, goodness gracious, Goldilocks gloved hand, garden-loving goodness gracious. What is that? That is filthy. That is wicked. And everyone in the comments told me, well, that's Ddaeng, or Ddaeng, or I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. But I knew immediately that I had to react to it because it just sounded so excellent, you know? But before we get down to the reaction, just a quick message from my sponsor, which is me because I don't have any sponsors. Hi there, I'm other comedian, and you should subscribe to Comedian's channel. He has lots of fun content, and he paid me to say this. That guy kind of sucks, honestly. I wouldn't waste your time. Mate, come on. Anyway, yeah, what he said, subscribe to my channel. If you're a BTS fan especially, definitely subscribe to my channel because I am just getting into the mammoth thing, the mammoth universe that is BTS, just literally not even scratching the surface. If the surface was my itchy back, then it's remaining unscratched, which is sad. So now is a great time to subscribe. But apart from that, I just want to thank a few of you who requested I react to this and, and let me know what the song is called. So thank you to Just Floating Around, Ren Floyd, Annie Durante, Anne, that's A-N-E, and Carolina Hajuk. And I'm sure more of you also let me know. So thank you to all of you. And thank you just for you there, sat in your chair or lying down on the floor, questioning reality, which is how I watch YouTube. I just thank you in general. Yeah, lots of thanks. I'm feeling very thankful today. I just hit 2,000 subscribers, so, thank you to everyone who helped me get there. Anyway, enough thanks and back slapping and a lack of back scratching as well. Let's just get straight to this. This song sounded wicked from the tiny snippet I heard of it, and I want to hear more. Let's go. I love that skirt is captioned. Whoever made these captions is a genius. So before the lyrics even start, I mean, technically they said "ya" already, but "ya" isn't much of a lyric, You couldn't write Shakespeare with just the word "ya." I mean, I guess you could. Be quite interesting, wouldn't it? But getting ahead of myself, that's a project for later. But what I wanted to say before we get into the lyrics is, this beat is filthy. I don't have to say this without sounding, ignorant or naive, but I don't know what the exact instrument being used in this is, but I love all kinds of like rap, trap, and that's rap, and EDM trap, which are two different things apparently. Any kind of beat, big bass, bonky beat that has kind of like an Asian sort of sounding fluty, fruity, tooty sound going for it. I love that kind of stuff. And, again, this is a very broad genre, so forgive me for not being able to describe it properly, but, just songs of that kind of influence. Like, if any of you have ever heard of Muramasa, he has a song called Lotus Eater, which is incredible, and it has this kind of vibe to it. If you like this song and its beat, go and check out Lotus Eater by Muramasa, because it's just that kind of, just fresh, exciting perfection. So yeah, I'm excited to see the lyrics. Yeah. Oh wait, I got confused because the lyrics have jumped from the captions to the video. That's overwhelming for my brain. Let's look at this again. School bell. Not to criticize who made the captions for this video, because I hugely appreciate it, but goodness gracious, this is confusing. The lyrics are hopping back and forth between the screen and the captions, and now I'm being told to buy the album on iTunes. Let's aim for #1 in 100+ countries. If I was even more ADHD than I already am, which would be probably impossible, I'd probably think that was a translation, like, wow, you know, BTS, they're normally so humble, but here they are asking you to buy the album on iTunes. Let's aim for #1 in 100+ countries. That's so unlike them. What's going on? But in reality, bang, worldwide bang, on top of the charts, bang bang. I love it. This is very braggadocious. I wonder if this is BTS biting back against people who either say they aren't artists or aren't rappers. I don't know.
Bang, bang, got money, ooh, AP, ooh, don't jeep, ooh, how about you, I like you, need dog food.
See, at this point, I still can't tell if they're emulating or mocking or calling out other artists, other people, other rappers, their style of subject matter, for example, or if this is like, you know, from their perspective. I can't tell if they're kind of like slightly mocking like the like hyper obnoxious, like, I got money, I got ladies, I got big bags of green celery kind of, you know, attitude you get from rap, or if it's them doing it, because it also has that humble side to it. It's like, you know, we're big, we're famous, and we couldn't have done it without you, which is something you wouldn't hear in a Wiz Khalifa song. Although, now I'm questioning myself after saying that. I feel like I'm gonna miss out on some lyrics if I turn off these captions. Have a wonderful day. I hope it ends there. Another question for the audience, or for me, for myself, in the mirror later tonight, is Ddaeng, or Ddaeng, or I'm saying it wrong, probably, guaranteed, almost certainly, is that a Korean word? Or is it like, because it hasn't been translated, so, or is it just like a new kind of exclamation they made up? Kind of like how Tech9 made up the word boam, which didn't really gain much steam, I guess. You don't really catch people going around being like, boam. Was it dwam? See, it's so unmemorable I even got it wrong. I think it was dwam. But yeah, it's not like, you know, if I'm out and about and I see an excellent deal on a pair of shoes, I'm like, dwam! Doesn't happen. See, I've been told that, I mean, this kind of goes without saying anyway, but there's like a billion infinitesimal aspects of wordplay to this song in the original Korean. I don't know why I'm saying original Korean, because that's what they're singing right now, but obviously my brain's hearing the Korean, my eyes are darting towards the English translation on the video, and I've been told that I'm missing out on loads of wordplay from the original Korean, like these numbers, for example. I'm wondering what those mean. But regardless, excellent song. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand this more. The way I see it, you guys are Ddaeng. Everything is Ddaeng. So I guess Ddaeng is like a good explanation, like good exclaim, like yay, but more like yay mixed with holy shoes deal, you know? That's how I'm getting it now. The way I see it, you guys are Ddaeng. Everything is Ddaeng. What a positive, uplifting message, if I'm getting it right. If I'm getting it wrong, I could be praising something that encourages mass murder. Probably not, knowing the BTS guys, but woof, I hope I'm right. The early guys who sung Black Swan singing Hunit Bay is... It's just lovely, honestly. It looks great. Ooh, I like this guy's flow. Thanks for making us messed up. What a swaggerlicious line. Yes, I am cool. I said swaggerlicious. But yeah, thanks for making us messed up. That's like being, thanks for buying our songs so I can afford this alcohol. I'm assuming it's alcohol. Ooh, okay, so that clapback element I was talking about earlier, thanks for ignoring us all this time, thanks to you, Stadium Dome Billboard. That is a massive backhand slap to the haters. How do you hate on people that literally sell out, you know, arenas the size of Wembley? It's kind of irrelevant. It's like an ant barking at a dog, except ants don't bark. But it nearly worked. Ddaeng. 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 See again, this might be a translation. Cashier's calculator sound. That sounds like a very literal translation, because that's quite an awkward phrase in English. It's very proper, you know? Imagine trying to dunk on people, or flex on people, as the kids say, by being like, oh, you hear that, haters? Cashier's calculator sound. Am I right? Tup, 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 ding, 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 equals lots of money I just spent because I'm rich. Am I right? Cashier's calculator sound. Ding dong, non dang. Yeah, see, this is the bit where the translation just doesn't work for the English. I'm ding dong, you're dang. I kind of get that, but then it goes into I'm dang, your face when you sleep after eating ramyeon. I'm not going to be ignorant and assume that's ramen. I don't know what ramyeon is. Sounds great though. These are harsh words, you know, translations, but the dregs just do your thing. The dregs, that's savage. Man, the flow and the menacing whisper on this. I don't have the skill of making a whisper sound menacing or a whisper sound serious, you know? If I whisper, it's like, hey, hello. I don't have the swag needed to make that kind of whisper. This hits hard. Ooh, I love it when rappers like use stuttering as a vocal element. Use stuttering as a form of lyricism and flow. As somebody who stutters like a maniac quite often, I can appreciate the artistry in that. You know, because it's one thing to stutter, but to make that musical, that's a skill I haven't learned yet. Rappers who don't even have haters, shut up! Scream emoji.png. Ooh! That is the most savage diss line I've read. I mean, I say read in I can't even say how long because my brain doesn't work for maths and other stuff. But goodness, rappers who don't even have haters, shut up. You know, it's one thing, like quite a common, obviously, a common trope in rap is to turn around, you know, is to smack talk your haters or basically dunk on your haters, make your haters look bad. But this is a whole extra step in the whole, you know, flipping haters around to actually make yourself look good. You know, you obviously get rappers like, well, basically every rapper out there has a song about, you know, how having haters is actually a good thing. It means they're succeeding. But this is another level to be like, if you're somebody who doesn't even have haters, you suck. Like, goodness gracious. That makes me feel better about the mean comments I get in all caps saying I'm not very funny or interesting. Thanks, BTS. Oh, it goes one step further. It doesn't stop there. Where are your haters at? Wash your eyes and face and look at the mirror. There's your hater, living and breathing. We celebrate one celebrity. Okay, this translation is fire, but there's your hater, living and breathing. Wow. That's so true, though, because, you know, because all haters have is hate. I think that's something I learned a while ago, luckily, is that, you know, I usually feel sorry for people, for haters, of people who try and spread negativity, because it's a reflection of their inner selves. If you have anyone in your life hating on you, or you just endlessly spreading negativity, endlessly making up rumors, whatever it is, there's so many forms of that, but if you have anyone in your life hating on you, it's because they're miserable, you know, and they're worthy of feeling sorry for, and you should just know that it's not about you, it really is about them. And what I've basically done there is express something that they've expressed very poetically in 2 lines, very clumsily in about 15 lines. But the sentiment is, I love these lyrics, you know? It's one thing to have a really banging rap beat, which this song has, but the lyrics are amazing. I just feel like now I have to learn Korean so that I can listen to this on my iPhone without having to like read a Genius lyric sheet at the same time to really get the experience. Wow.
너가 어딨어? 눈 씻고 세수한 뒤 거울을 봐 거기 숨쉬는 바로 너의 이름 우린 celebrate 아직 excel no break
So wholesome. We're celebrate more than celebrity. That's the most wholesome, grammatically incorrect thing I've read in a while.
인정해
Who do you think you are? Recognize me, frogs. What was that? Recognize me, frogs, making the most of their names. Yeah, that was lost in translation.
주기를 간절히 기도할게
Brutal.
1338
Ooh, I like the lack of drums on this, like the softer version of it.
땡 이번 생은 글렀어 넌 땡
There we go. Snaps back in, makes the last bit extra hype. Dang. That's great. That was fantastic. A lot of it went over my head, as I thought it would, but, you know, the beat is absolutely as spicy as a beat can get. That's going straight on my iTunes playlist. Yes, I said iTunes playlist. I still download and curate my own iTunes library because I'm a dinosaur, apparently. That song is just wicked. It's brilliant. The beat is fire, and lyrics, like, you know, the ones I understood from the translation, just really, like, they keep surprising me with, like, the depth of their lyrics, even in a rap song that's kind of a bit, like I said, a bit braggadocious, a bit kind of like show-offy. It still manages to be really deep, really poetic, like have some really incredibly, like, nuanced themes in there, and also be wholesome, you know? Even though it's kind of like a riposte to haters, it's still very wholesome, which I really appreciate about BTS, you know? I'm all about wholesome content, and this is that. Wholesome content. Now, I have been told that for a lot of these songs, I should also be reacting or listening to the explain videos by a YouTuber whose name I have obviously forgotten because it's me we're talking about. I think it's DK something. So, let me know in the comments if you agree with that. Do you think I should watch the explain video to this? I'm tempted to make that my next video. Maybe my next BTS video will be watching the explain video to this because I already found the lyrics amazing and I really want to know what I was missing out on. So let me know if you guys agree. If you enjoyed my reaction, if you're still here at this point, then definitely subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment your suggestions, reactions, your favorite cat flavors, other stuff like that. Let's hang out in the comments. Why not? You know, everyone's indoors anyway. Perfect place to hang out. Definitely subscribe for more BTS reactions. Apart from that, I'll let you go now. Have a lovely time, evening, day, life, all that stuff. Oh yes! And remember, if you're a fan of my reaction to Ddaeng, then there's a subscribe button. Hit that thang!